Hi YouTube, I'm Tim and welcome to part 2 of my DVD and Blu-ray update for February 2019. This time it's all Blu-rays from a package I got today in the mail from Ronin Flix. Drink water, get this cup of water out of the way. So, first up, the Scorpion Blu-ray of The Psychic starring Jennifer O'Neill. Suddenly, she could see into the future and saw her own murder. Jennifer O'Neill is the Psychic, a film by Lucio Fulci, and this was one put out on DVD by Severn Films a while back, but they never put it out on Blu-ray, so now it's finally out in the US on Blu-ray. Jennifer O'Neill is both a model and an actress. Of course, had the TV show Cover Up for a little while in the 80s, and she's in all different types of movies, both B grade and A grade. She was in the CoverGirl commercials. And there's the real Jennifer O'Neill right there. There she is again. Lovely lady. Don't know. I don't think there's any way I could focus this. So, let me just set this sucker, the camera down. So, special features on this Blu-ray: you get a brand new 2018 2K scan of the original camera negatives with extensive color correction and audio fixes done here in the States, audio commentary with film historian Troy Howarth, interview with screenwriter Dardano Saecchi, with audio excerpt with director Lucio Fulci, and I'm pretty sure he's deceased, Lucio Fulci, and then there's a still gallery and trailers. Here's what else is on the back. Slipcover from Lucio Fulci, the legendary horror maestro behind Zombie and the Beyond, comes a chilling vision of terror. Jennifer O'Neill, Scanners, and Lady Ice stars as Virginia, who experiences clairvoyant clues to a violent crime that ends with the victim walled up alive. Her investigation soon uncovers a hidden corpse and a shocking secret that could make her a killer's next target. Mark Porral, Don't Torture a Duckling, Gabrielle Ferzetti on Her Majesty's Secret Service, and Gianni Garco, Devilfish, and Evelyn Stewart, The Night Child, also star in this riveting entry in Fulci's series of giallo classics, alongside A Lizard in a Woman's Skin and Murder Rock, featuring a stunning soundtrack prominently used in Kill Bill Volume 1. Now experience this atmospheric and visually stunning thriller in HD, if you dare. It's from 1977 and 102 minutes, rated R, and it lists this as being in Italian with English subtitles, but then it says /English, so this was shot in English, so I think you do get to hear Jennifer O'Neill's real voice on an English language audio track, but I think it's a little bit out of sync because it might be post-dubbed. It's 1080p high definition widescreen 2.35, and it's anamorphic widescreen. It's originally a Code Red release, but Scorpion took it over because there seemed to be so much demand to have Italian audio with English subtitles, which I think with this one probably could have gotten by with just the English. I'd rather hear Jennifer O'Neill's actual voice and not hear someone else do her voice. I've watched this once before, and I watched it in English, but I'm not sure if that was really Jennifer O'Neill's actual voice, or if it was just another actress who sounded a little bit like her. So the Psychic, and this is also called, I believe it's called Six Notes in Black, was the original title, but the Psychic title also works. I think that Six Notes in Black might have something to do with this musical theme that plays on a watch in a few scenes in this movie. And then another Scorpion release title from Ronin Flix. It was when Code Red did the DVD and Scorpion took over the Blu-ray release. One that's been called a Canadian ripoff of the movie Deliverance, the US film that stars Hal Holbrook and Lawrence Dane, filmed by Peter Carter. If you go in the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. Rituals, also known as the Creeper. And Ivan Paychev of Grand Illusion Cinema calls this film a finely crafted and well-acted bit of wilderness slasher. Adventure seeker Mitzi Lawrence Dane Scanners and Happy Birthday to Me invites fellow Doctor award-winning Hal Holbrook into the wild in Capricorn 1 and The Fog and 3 other physician friends to go on their annual camping trip in the middle of the unexplored Canadian mountains. The 5 of them thought that they were alone in the middle of nowhere on their ritual camping trip, but this time someone was watching them. A crazed psychopath wants to play a psychological game of survival with the 5 campers, and it soon becomes a horrifying game of kill or be killed. Robin Gamel lipstick co-stars. Special makeup by Carl Fullerton, Friday the 13th, parts 2 and 3. The film is presented completely uncut and uncensored from a vault element from the producer. Special features audio commentary with star producer Lawrence Dane, moderated by Lee Christian. On-camera interviews with stars Lawrence Dane and Robin Gamel. Original trailers and a brand new 2018 HD scan, the best film elements available. And it's from 1976, 99 minutes, rated R, and it's subtitled in English for the deaf and hard of hearing. 1080p high definition widescreen 1.78 and anamorphically enhanced. Regions A, B, and C. And this is the newly commissioned artwork. And then this movie I wanted to see, but I was really reluctant to buy the film, let alone to watch much of it, because it's one of those Italian movies where there's real-life animal cruelty filmed. You see some wildlife getting actually killed, and 9 times out of 10, it's not other wildlife killing off other wildlife, it's the actual actors doing it. So, but this was one of those films I kind of wanted to see, but at the same time, I'm not into animal cruelty at all. So don't get me wrong, I did not get this for animal cruelty. So this was a little bit against my better judgment, and I'm no fan of killing animals on screen. Jungle Holocaust. You'll be eaten alive. This is also called The Last Survivor. So, it's newly commissioned artwork, which is not pretty. Robert Harper, Massimo Facci, The Chosen, and 9 Guests for a Crime, was an average entrepreneur with a comfortable life until his plane crashed near an isolated development in New Guinea. When a cruel twist of fate separates him from his companion Rolf, Ivan Razumov, Spasmo, Raiders of Atlantis, and the eerie Midnight Horror Show, Robert finds himself stranded alone in the jungle. He discovers a native civilization hidden there, but they are a cruel tribe of cannibals with only malicious intentions. Tortured and humiliated, Robert is taken to the edge of his sanity by a series of acts so horrible that they are practically beyond human comprehension. The only fact that one of the cannibal women sympathizes with him gives Robert the strength to plan a desperate escape. This cannibal classic played all over America is The Last Survivor in an edited form. Now watch this classic uncut from a brand new HD master, special features, brand new 2017 HD scan with extensive color correction done in America from several Vault Elements. Audio commentary with Ian Jane and Horace Cordier, and Ian Jane has that rock pop shock DVD and Blu-ray forum online where he puts up his reviews of movies out, the B-grade movies out on DVD and Blu-ray. And then there's a bonus R-rated cut of the film presented in HD, and on-camera interviews with star Massimo Facci and Ivan Razumov, and I'm pretty sure Ivan Razumov died some years back, so this is probably just a archived interview, but I think Massimo Facci is still alive. And then you get the still gallery and the original trailer. This is also called Last Cannibal World. So it's got the film in its longer unrated form in its R-rated cut form. And this one's Code Red release. It's directed by Ruggero Deodato, who did Cannibal Holocaust, which is one, if you watch it, it's probably one you'll only watch once if you can get through it once. That one does have some pretty bad animal cruelty in that, and luckily that it exists in an animal cruelty-free cut as well. Yeah, I believe the R-rated cut has the animal this one has the animal cruelty cut out. And this 90 minutes, color, anamorphic widescreen, 2.35, region ABC, and yeah, I think the 90 minutes is for the longer unrated cut. I think the R-rated cut is slightly shorter by some minutes. This is one where when it played in its R-rated cut, it was listed as being based on a true story, and I heard it was based on some type of true story that happened in the Philippines. And I believe underneath this slipcover you get this newly commissioned artwork, which is reversible and has The Last Survivor title on the reverse side, which was a title it went by when it was released on DVD some years back. So, Jungle Holocaust, aka The Last Survivor, and it's also known as Last Cannibal World. And this also stars Mei Lai, who did some European sexploitation movies, and she was in some of these different cannibal movies from Italy. So, Jungle Holocaust. That's kind of icky. Icky. And man, I am looking really white, pale on webcam, so I'm going to move the camera up. Okay, now I'm not looking as ghostly pale. It's a little bit of color in me now. And then one movie. The other three movies, well, two of them are Italian, one Canadian, but this one's all American 80s exploitation. Stars Betsy Russell, who was in Private School, and she was in Avenging Angel and Tomboy, and then also stars Martin Hewitt, Endless Love and White Ghost, and we get Cheryl Lynn Fenn from TV's Twin Peaks. Yeah, Out of Control. There's Betsy Russell right there, and she's got dark colored hair, and then she had like golden blonde colored hair in Private School. Out of Control. They were on... Yeah, I don't know. They were on the most exciting adventure of their lives. It could end up out of control. While flying out for a prom trip, 8 unlucky Seattle teenagers survive a plane crash and find themselves stranded on a lonely island inhabited only by a ruthless gang of drug smugglers. Loyalty and love find a way to survive as they fight for their lives in an escalating struggle to the death in the untamed wilderness. 80s teen goddess Betsy Russell, Avenging Angel, Tomboy, and Private School headlines this rousing action cult classic, also featuring Cheryl Lynn Fenn, Twin Peaks, and Boxing Helena. 80s heartthrob Martin It says Hewitt on the front, but it says Hewitt. Okay, I'll say Martin Hewitt. Endless Love, White Ghost, and Jim Young, Footloose, directed by Alan Halsman. Forbidden World, Grunt, the wrestling movie, and featuring a hot title sung by Brothers Johnson. This film was heavily cut for its US release, and now comes out with guns blazing, uncensored for the very first time in HD. Brand new HD scan of the IP of the original version, bonus cut, US theatrical cut in standard definition, on-camera interview with Betsy Russell, and on-camera interview with Alan Halsman, and you get the original trailer. And it's Code Red release, licensed from Lakeshore Entertainment. So I believe this is one of the post-Roger Corman New World Pictures that Lakeshore Entertainment owns. It's English language color, approximately 90 minutes, the longer cut, the uncut version, and then 78 minutes for the US cut, anamorphic widescreen 1.78, region ABC, rated R. copyrighted by 1984. Yeah, copyrighted in 1984 by Fred Weintraub Productions, Inc., exclusively licensed from Lakeshore Entertainment. Featuring music by the brothers Johnson and James Ingram. So, Out of Control, starring Betsy Russell. From Code Red, licensed from Lakeshore Entertainment, the post-Roger Corman New World Pictures film library. So, my slip, I got slip covers for 3 of the movies. And I might have a poster in 1 or 2 of these other ones as well inside. Let's do a recap. So, let's recap now. First up, from my Ronin Flix package, Scorpion releasing BluRay of Jennifer O'Neill starring in the psychic Lucio Fulci giallo horror flick. See, she broke open the wall, she finds somebody's skeleton. And then, also, in this Ronin Flix package, Scorpion releasing BluRay edition of the Canadian movie Rituals. And then, Code Red BluRay of the Italian cannibal movie Jungle Holocaust. It's also called The Last Survivor in Last Cannibal World. And it's pretty icky looking. And then last but not least, the Code Red BluRay of Out of Control, starring the lovely Betsy Russell, who was in the 80s teen sex comedy Private School. Here she is pointing a gun at somebody, and hopefully she's about to shoot a bad guy. And there you see, I don't know if that's Betsy Russell or if that's Sherilyn Fenn down there. It looks like these girls are getting back at one of the drug dealers in one scene. So that's it for part 2 of my DVD and Blu-ray update for February 2019, being all Blu-rays this time from Ronin Flix. So I'm Tim, and thanks for watching my Blu-ray update.